And that's Nightly News for this Tuesday. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
Oh, I like your earrings.
Keep it in your pants, Purrs. Night Court is back, and America is watching.
You can't lock me in here with these charming ladies.
This man bothering you, sweet?
All new Night Court tonight on.
We're surrounded by friends and the people we love.
Rose are gay! Please!
Let him go!
When all this began, I was a different person. You've killed 2 people. I'm not perfect. There's an end waiting for all of us.
The Blacklist, Sunday after Magnum PI on NBC.
Tomahawk Monument, when your loved ones deserve the best.
Straight ahead, a tense debate over a forest project. We'll hear from this morning's packed Oneida County board meeting.
Plus, a voting scare in Wisconsin. We'll hear why a polling place had to move today.
And a local animal rehab center is looking for an eagle with an arrow through it. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now. Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 6. Jeff, it's the calm before the winter storm that's coming.
It is. This thing is coming together as expected. More snow is back in the forecast as soon as tonight.
And we got a nice layer yesterday, but that's going to be nothing, right, in comparison?
That's nothing. We have over a foot of snowfall on the way. 2 systems tonight and throughout the day, tomorrow night into Thursday. Let's go outside now. This is what's changed from this time yesterday. The advisories we had yesterday are now warnings across our region. This is a winter storm warning for snow. It arrives for us tomorrow at varying times throughout the day and lingers into parts of Thursday morning. It's quite the system heading our way as well with these winter storm warnings. Okay, here's the radar out there now. And again, the snow is just now beginning to enter parts of Wisconsin. About 2 inches of snow last night. We could easily see a band of 3 to 6 inches of snow from this band tonight across central Wisconsin. Less as you go further north and further south. This will focus generally on Marathon County, Portage County, and points back toward the west. That's not the main event. That arrives for us tomorrow night into Thursday, and that's going to be the heavy snow area wide. That's going to bring us that accumulating snow very quickly tomorrow night into Thursday. For tonight, though, we're talking about increasing clouds, light snow developing, maybe a couple inches by tomorrow morning with low temperatures down near 12. Your full forecast is coming up. Dan, Jessica.
Thanks, Jeff. While blizzard-like conditions are on the way, right now it's pretty calm in northern Wisconsin.
Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski standing by near the Oneida County Highway Department in Rhinelander. Conrad, what are you seeing out there?
Yes, all right, guys, I am in Rhinelander right now. We do have the dome containing some salt, and of course that will be used up the next couple of days, especially Wednesday night into Thursday. We do also have some snowplows that are set and ready to go. More preparation will be continuing the next 24 hours ahead of all that heavy snow moving in Wednesday night into Thursday. Right now, though, conditions are pretty calm. Temperatures in the teens. It is cloudy, not snowing at the moment. We do have a light breeze. Yesterday, though, we did have around 2 inches of very light and fluffy snow. Can't really make a snowman out of this, but the winds are not blowing it around just yet. Tonight is round 2, folks. We are expecting a couple to even several inches of snow, especially in central Wisconsin. And then the main event arrives Wednesday evening and lasts through most of the day on Thursday. We're looking at around a foot to plus inches of snow. It is definitely going to deteriorate condition-wise. So if you have anywhere to drive, especially in the morning hours on Thursday, I would definitely try and avoid that and not travel, especially in those morning hours on Thursday. Reporting to you live in Rhinelander, I am meteorologist Conrad Sapinski for Newswatch 12.
A polling place was closed and had to be relocated in Dane County today after a tactical unit responded in the area where a man fired a gun into the air.
Authorities say a long-standing dispute between 2 businesses led to the incident. Brooklyn Village Clerk Linda Kuhlman said her office had a contingency plan set, as they normally do, but pointed out this was the first time in her 8 years that they have actually had to use it.
Right now, we're working with our attorney to file paperwork with the judge in Dane County to extend the polling hours. That's the process that needs to be done. So that is in the works right now. So when that's approved, we will have extended hours going until 9:30 tonight.
Kuhlman went to assure voters that their ballots are secure even with the move. The situation also led to an elementary school and a preschool to enact their secure hold protocols. Polls close for all Wisconsinites tonight at 8 for the spring primary. Most county board meetings have more board members than audience members, but that was not the case this morning in Rhinelander.
The Oneida County board meeting was packed today, some people even struggling to find seats. The issue at hand was a proposed forest surrounding the town of Monaco. Newswatch 12's Hans Leck has more.
Well, thanks, Dan and Jessica. The hours-long debate came from one item on today's agenda. The county supervisor for Monaco doesn't want permanent conservation easements on much of the town's land. While dozens of people spoke in favor of the proposed pelican forest.
Something smells funny about the way this is happening.
Tuesday morning, the Oneida County Board held their monthly meeting at the Oneida County Courthouse, and one agenda item drew a large public response.
And I ask that you table Resolution 2523.
Around 50 people were in attendance to discuss the future of the pelican forest and possible easements on the land. The forest is a proposal to convert 70,000 acres of land east of Rhinelander into conservation easements indefinitely. On the agenda today, a resolution was put forth by Monaco board member Robert Briggs, and it would object to the proposed forest.
They're wanting to take 80% of the Monaco township, 81.5% of our township that can never be developed.
During the public comment period, the majority of those who spoke were against the resolution, claiming the lands and their easements will provide them with access to sustainable timber, clean water, and an area to recreate. Others were in favor due to the large amount of land being purchased and its close proximity to towns such as Monaco that would be unable to develop on the land going into the future. In addition, many board members and DNR representatives took exception to many of the statements made in the resolution, claiming they were misleading or outright false.
I'm hearing today that this whole resolution is, for lack of a better term, is trash.
Other board members claimed the DNR had not been communicating with them or returning their calls.
Gentleman from the DNR earlier said that he had the blessing of the Conservation Congress on this. I'm on the Conservation Congress. First time I've heard about it.
Ultimately, the board decided not to vote on the resolution and instead form a committee of no more than 5 members to deal with the easements going forward. State Senator Mary Felskowski also attended today. She was defending her decision to block state funding for the project.
Today was day 2 of the trial of Stetson Grant, a former Oneida County Sheriff's deputy who was released by the department last year. Grant is being charged with multiple counts of stalking, misconduct in public duty, and use of a dangerous weapon. Today, more audio recordings of Grant's interactions with his alleged victim were heard throughout the proceedings. In the criminal complaint, Grant is accused of harassing his spouse by calling her between 50 and 100 times. In today's audio recordings, we heard some of those exchanges where Grant's spouse asked several times for him to leave, with him refusing to. Newswatch 12 has previously reported that Grant faces 41 years in prison if convicted on all counts. However, multiple of those counts were dropped yesterday, taking his maximum sentence down to 17.5 years.
The World Series of Snowmobile Racing in Eagle River, planned for this weekend, has been canceled. A message put out by the Derby complex cited safety as the main concern there. The ice on the track has deteriorated due to an inch of rain and continued bad weather conditions. Water trucks have broken through the ice on the north end of the track.
A local wildlife rehabilitator says a bald eagle was shot with an arrow through the abdomen. Raptor Education Grouper Reggie says the eagle was seen flying weekly in Wapaka near Raymond Drive. The Anago Group is asking for people to keep an eye out for him. If you find him on the ground, Reggie asks that you do not pull out the arrow, as it will cause him to start bleeding. They instead instruct people to cut the arrow off his body and call Reggie for transport instructions.
The Boulder Junction Playground project is in its final stretch. Playground equipment arrived recently, and according to the group leading the effort, they will be set up for late spring or early summer to set up that equipment. Here's some video of that equipment. The equipment was ordered early in order to avoid the risk of rising costs and supply chain delays. A recent fundraiser at The Aqualand Ale House brought in nearly $6,000 to the project. The Boulder Junction Community Playground Committee is still looking for donations, including $250 for an inscription on a brick for the walkway. Go to boulderatplay.com to learn more. A former state senator from Merrill was sentenced to prison today. We'll have the details coming up.
Plus, cheesemakers are trying to prove they're the best of the best in Green Bay this week. We'll have those stories after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country.
It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. Get started on your next Ford SUV, like Bronco, Explorer, or the new Escape. Get here to get a deal on the SUV's #1 in brand loyalty. It's Auto Show. The deals start now, and so should you. During Auto Show, choose FlexBuy on Escape, Edge, or Explorer with 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus 1,000 Auto Show cash.
The unknown is not empty. It's a storm that crashes and consumes, replacing thought with worry. But one thing can calm uncertainty: an answer. Uncovered through exploration, teamwork, and innovation. An answer that leads to even more answers. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Welcome back, my friends. Pull up a chair. We need to have a little chat tonight. Since we last talked this time yesterday, the advisory's been upgraded now to winter storm warnings across the entire state, really. This is all a winter storm warning for tomorrow night into Thursday. That's when the big snow system gets in here, although there will be some snow across the area for tonight. Here's that snow now. This is round 2. Round 1 came through last night, a general 2-inch snowfall across the area. This is round 2. This will focus on parts of central Wisconsin with a band of 3 to 6 inches of snow tonight. More as you go, or less as you go north and south of that. But overall, places like Marathon County, Wapaka County, over to Price County as well, could see that band of snow tonight. And then the main event is still back here across parts of Colorado, just now getting together. That's going to eject into the plains tomorrow morning, make a beeline for Milwaukee, and then on that track, we are on the heavy snow side of the system, and that will get around here basically about this time tomorrow night into early parts of Thursday. Looking outside now, though, here's band 2, and notice the banding in here, right? The darker blue colors. There is a lot of energy in the atmosphere right now, and this system's going to wring out all the moisture in there. Basically, an inch or 2 of moisture is suspended in the atmosphere. This storm system will wring that all out, and then we get snow out of that. It's going to be all snow, light, fluffy snow with temperatures in the teens tonight and throughout the day tomorrow into Thursday, about a 20-to-1 ratio on the snow. So an inch of liquid equals 20 inches of snow, and that's basically what's coming around here for tomorrow, and that's going to be some very easy to move around snow. Here's visibility. So over here, no snow yet, but back off to the west, here comes that band. In here are a couple spots of quarter-mile visibility. That's moderate to heavy snow. This is all sliding toward the east. Again, it'll focus on central Wisconsin tonight, but overall, all of us will get a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall overnight. So here we are tomorrow morning. Still some snow across central Wisconsin and pretty much everywhere. This will be winding down, though, early tomorrow, and then we'll get a break for a couple hours around midday. And then the synoptic snow, the big system snow, gets in here from south to north tomorrow evening, and that's going to snow on us all night tomorrow night into early parts of Thursday. And not just snow, some wind in there as well. In fact, here's 10 o'clock Thursday morning, heavy snow. There could be some thunder snow in there as well, with snowfall rates near 1 to 1.5 inches per hour. That quickly gets out of here, though, by Friday morning. Just some wind in there, and then there's cold air behind this system, and that's going to bring in some lake effect snow. When it's all said and done, we're talking a band of 12 to 18 inches of snow across north central and central Wisconsin. The system, less as you go south and north of that band, but overall, all of us will get close to a foot of snow between now and early parts of Friday morning. So here we go. The heaviest snow arrives for us tomorrow night into Thursday. Wind gusts near 45 miles per hour. Light, fluffy snow, thus easy to blow around. Lots of blowing and drifting snow with this system. Blizzard conditions are possible at times tomorrow night into Thursday, with regional impacts as well. An ice storm is hitting parts of the Chicago area and points south of there. And then bitter cold air moves in behind this system on Thursday into Friday. We'll be shoveling out on Thursday with temperatures in the single digits and feel like temperatures near 30 degrees below zero. Okay, so we're walking a fine line between non-blizzard and blizzard conditions here. And to get that criteria, what you need is snow falling or blowing snow, reducing visibility to a quarter mile or so, with winds near 35 miles per hour for 3 hours. Now, that may or may not happen for 3 hours, but overall tomorrow night into Thursday, we'll have moments like this around here, especially across central Wisconsin, where there's more open land across that area. Here's that cold air, right? It's right there. It's going to get tugged down for Thursday. So as we're all digging out Thursday, remember, road salts don't work very well with temperatures this cold. That's going to be an issue for us Thursday evening into Friday. And also some lake effect snow. Lake Superior is wide open. We're going to have that north wind off the lake. Flooding is a concern, onshore flooding here, and also lake effect snow, where we could see some wave heights approaching 20 feet throughout the day tomorrow. So a big, far-reaching system is going to impact our lives in a negative way for a couple of days, but the snow trails will love this. Snowmobilers will love this. We'll get through this just fine. Just know it's going to be a thing around here beginning tonight and lingering into Thursday. So our forecast then tonight, though, is scattered snow showers out there, a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall, greater amounts as you go across parts of central Wisconsin. Look for low temperatures down near 12 and a gusty northeast wind for tomorrow. So snow ending early, then a break for a couple hours, then the heavy stuff gets in here about this time tomorrow. High temperatures near 23, incredibly windy. Wind gusts near 40 miles per hour will blow and drift that snow around with blizzard conditions across parts of the area. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow, here comes Thursday, same story. Friday, we get a break, a high of 15. Look at that low temperature on Thursday night near 4 below. Dan and Jessica.
A Merrill man was sentenced today to 33 months in federal prison on charges of federal tax crimes. Kevin Shabilsky was formerly a minority owner, CEO, and CFO of 5R Processors, which has locations in Ladysmith, Catawba, Glen Flora, along with another in Tennessee. He was sentenced by Chief U.S. District Judge James Peterson in the Western District of Wisconsin for failure to pay more than $858,000 in employment taxes to the IRS between 2014 and 2016. The charges against Shabilsky were a result of an investigation conducted by the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources, the EPA, and the IRS Criminal Investigation Unit. Shabilsky is a former state senator and one-time lieutenant governor candidate. It's officially underway. The 21st edition of the United States Championship Cheese Contest is welcoming cheesemakers from across the nation to Green Bay.
More than 2,200 entries have been submitted under 113 different classes. A cheesemaker from Antigo is among the competitors.
Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver spoke with them and has more from the Resch Expo Center.
Well, here we are. The doors are open to visitors for the 2023 U.S. Championship Cheese Contest, and America's Dairyland has welcomed cheesemakers from 34 other states to compete in the competition.
We have multiple cheeses in multiple categories. Our Antigo plant just makes a super awesome Asiago and Parmesan, and those are really important cheeses for us in the contest. Our entries today represent what we try to do day in and day out. Our team members work hard in the plants and have a lot of pride. And also the contest is really important for us as well because we're just madly in love with it. Well, we want to see if other people think it's special too.
There's a lot of creativity in this contest, and there's a lot of new cheeses. And there's a lot of good old traditionals that are always showing up every year. As an assistant chief judge, we basically are making sure of the integrity of the contest, that we've got parity, that the judges are judging uniformly.
You have an interesting tie to cheese with your nickname. Tell me a little bit about how that came to be.
Well, I grew up on a dairy farm, and my last name's tough to pronounce, and it's just easier to say Cheese Mowski. It's been my life. It's been my passion, to be honest, and it seems to fit. We will judge all of the best of classes against each other to determine one champion, number one best cheese in the United States.
Well, the aroma of cheese certainly does fill the air here, and these competitors are looking forward to Thursday when a national champion is crowned. That's a wrap on our coverage here from the Resch Expo Center. Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Green Bay, I'm Matt Weaver.
We really trust him with a car.
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
As a nurse, your capacity to give is superhuman until it's not. These days, nearly every nurse is exhausted. You deserve an employer who shares your passion for keeping people healthy, including you. Join Peter Christensen Health Center today. Work fewer hours, enjoy regular schedules, rebalance your life with your passion. Your loved ones will thank you. Your new healthcare team will appreciate you. And your new patients will be grateful for you. Quit the chaos. Be your best self. Join us today.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere.
At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you. For you.
So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you.
With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hold up. I'll be right there. It's about time.
Get personalized support. Call the Wisconsin Tobacco Quit Line at 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
At a time when misinformation is all too common on social media, we take great pride in bringing you the news that matters, that impacts your family, news you can trust. Local broadcast journalists bring you the facts, covering the stories breaking in our community and across the globe. Text TV to 52886 and let Congress know you depend on local journalism. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
We really trust him with a car.
Of course we can, Lindsay, with AAA auto insurance.
Wait, AAA has auto insurance?
We do home insurance, too.
Switch and save on AAA auto insurance and expect something more.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
Fat Tuesday is here, and that means parades and poochkies. Today's Mardi Gras, also known as Fat Tuesday, but those with a sweet tooth recognize today as Poochki Day as well. Bakeries are loaded up with the deep-fried Polish treat today that is traditionally served up in large portions on Fat Tuesday.
Now we have 28 flavors, and on Poochki Day, it's just Poochkis. We still have people calling in wanting regular donuts.
Bakeries say that they will serve up thousands of the sweet treat before the day's done. The treats are made with rich flour, a little alcohol, and then filled with jam, chocolate, or fruit before being dusted with a sugar coating or icing. We'll be back with one final check of the forecast.
The Rhinelander Pub is now open Monday to Saturday. Come enjoy our newly expanded lunch and dinner menu featuring longtime pub favorites and new entree additions. You will love our all-you-can-eat soup and salad bar and Friday seafood buffet.
North
Northwoods Firearms in Crandon, we sell anything freedom. Firearms, ammunition, parts, and accessories. We buy, sell, and trade all types of firearms. We specialize in custom-built rifles and fully equipped set-up hunting rifles. Silencer shop power dealer with kiosk. Factory trained and certified Cerakote applicator. We handle all types of firearms transfers as well as NFA weapon deals. Our focus is on you and delivering one-of-a-kind products. Embrace your freedom at Northwoods Firearms in Crandon.
See the exceptional selection of jewelry at Golden Carat Jewelers. Artistic handmade jewelry by Michu and Bella Trois. Fashion-forward designs by Mira T. and Frederick Sage. The latest trends and the forever classics from Facet Barcelona, Catan, and more. Your full-service jewelry store in downtown Minocqua, Golden Carat Jewelers has a surprise for everyone.
Right now is absolutely the best time of year to buy furniture, and Slumberland Furniture is the best place during our huge President's Sale. Come see our special offers throughout the store. Plus, special financing is available for convenient monthly payments. And did you know Slumberland offers custom fabrics and colors at no extra charge? Check out this gorgeous sectional, and it comes with a free ottoman. Plus, so much more during our huge President's Sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Sure is nice to have my 3 older kids home to visit.
Oh yeah, I love coming home. I missed having soft water.
That's why I bring my laundry home on the weekends.
It's so much better for my hair too, but you wouldn't know anything about that, Corey.
Well, that's why my hair looks so nice and moisturized.
What do you know about moisturized hair?
Well, having 2 older sisters and a brother who only showers a couple times a week helps.
Well, actually, 72 years of treating water in Wisconsin is our family story. You kids are pretty well versed in water.
So let us make your family's water better today.
Looking to feed a group? Rhinelander Pub is the fresh, easy choice for nearly any occasion or event, offering full-service custom catering for parties and events of all sizes, providing personalized planning assistance and exceptional service. Partner with us to create an unforgettable event.
At Eagle Floor Covering in Eagle River, we have a knowledgeable staff, competitive pricing, and free estimates. Browse our selection of carpet, vinyl, wood, and tile for your next home project.
All right, team, light snow moving in for us tonight. A widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall, more across parts of central Wisconsin. Then the main event gets in here tomorrow night into Thursday. Snow and wind and a lot of it. This will definitely derail your plans tomorrow evening and most of the day on Thursday.
I still can't believe it's going to happen. I don't know why.
I know, I feel weird.
This is weird.
Doesn't do